So welcome to the voice chat, everybody. Episode 16. My name is Maz from TheAMaazing.
I'm Laddi.
I'm Rushlight Invader.
I'm Emirichu.
I'm SultanSketches.
I'm so glad because we did not plan that.
That was like, you didn't rehearse
As
it
soon
at
as we
all.
started, I was like, oh.
I was
didn't
really
tell them.
curious. I was like, I wonder how this is gonna go because we did not talk about it.
Oh, absolutely. We should add that to the list to talk about because I completely forgot. And as soon as I started, and like my eyes went bug-eyed and I was like sweating. I was like, oh god.
You're gonna say their name at the same time. Oh no.
We've
I
got,
was
like, a
just
reputation
praying
of
that
not-
Emily stepped up.
Oh yeah,
100%.
good. We're on the same
The
wavelength.
structure was going to be Emily and then Sultan because it's just alphabetical with the guests. And so I'm glad that it actually worked out. Oh my god. I love it when we don't plan, it works out. And then when we do plan, it just always goes to crap, you know? Like
I
that's
just assumed the person who hasn't done the podcast before would go last. So I was like, okay, so
get
it's
ready.
probably
They're
last.
not as important.
Yeah, get Rex.
Wow.
Oh, no, wait,
Wow.
save,
Yeah.
no. I saved the best for last.
No, I just
Oh.
assumed I'd be second to Emily because I always am to Mars.
I was going to make a joke like Emily's flexing her like authority on you, but now I can't. Shake my goddamn head. All right. So welcome everybody to this amazing start. My days today started off really interestingly. So right before this podcast, I was recording an IRL video, right?
Oh.
But I had recorded previously back in my home state, and I didn't want to just sit on a chair and record retroactively. Mm-hmm. And so what I did was that I wore like goggles and this blue hoodie of my new merchandise and stuff. Like below, no, I'm kidding. But
bro.
Like a bio. And so I wore these goggles and was recording for like an hour. But the one thing I forgot about goggles is that they sweat. Like they condense and sweat. And so I was like periodically just like taking off my goggles and like this video of this taking off my goggles going like wiping off the inside of the goggles and just putting them back on. And it's just like, what the hell am I doing in my life? You know what I mean? And and then I like thought back as to why I bought those goggles. And I'm like, I bought this for TikTok. You know, I bought this as a goddamn, like, you know how people wear those goggles like ironically? That's what I was doing for the video. And I was like, this is my life, you know? This is how awful my life has goddamn become.
I think
Master
you
of his
mentioned
craft.
it, like, you know, when you're serious about TikTok is when you start buying props for it.
Oh, it hurts me so much. Like the Nerf gun that I bought for that like one TikTok that I made. That's legitimately I was thinking like, do I buy a bigger Nerf gun for like $40 or do I spend like $20 for a tiny Nerf gun? And that actually, the fact that I had to weigh up the pros and cons just greatly saddened me.
Mars,
you
you
know?
did not spend $20 for that TikTok.
Well,
Oh my god, Mars!
Look, I know that they don't like. I'm just hoping that one day I can get paid for TikTok.
Oh my
okay?
god.
Shut up.
Not even for a YouTube video.
Dude, low key, I was. It's so sad how much I've fallen into this. But I was watching a video yesterday where it's like, oh, did you know that like TikTok's net worth now is like $65 billion in China? Ooh. And their worth is like they have more money than Twitter, all of Twitter, and like Ford, the company, and GM, the company combined.
no
Like,
way.
Hell, I'm so
TikTok
confused
is
by it, like-
huge because the thing is with Twitter, it's only huge in the Western countries, but like TikTok, they huge like around the world. All of my cousins and stuff, they use TikTok.
Oh my
Like,
god,
all of
yeah.
the-
I remember getting a shit ton of TikTok ads even when I was in Korea. They'd just be Korean TikTok ads.
Yeah. And I'm like, and I even get some Korean TikToks here as well. There's like attractive looking, you know, boys and girls just dancing. I'm like, okay, we get it. Koreans are more beautiful than us, all right? Goddamn, stop. Shake my damn head. Speaking of, and I'm gonna move on from TikTok because I know that's my own thing. Okay.
Everyone has already left the video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go
Can
again
we
with
just
the
rename this a TikTok podcast, please? It's just us doing the goddamn hit or miss thing.
Oh my god.
Gross.
my
Oh,
God.
actually, before I forget,
Yeah.
again, thank you so much for the fan art. Here's the fan art. Okay, okay.
So beautiful.
Oh my God, this is so great. I love
Wow,
this.
I like that
and
one. That one's my favorite.
That one's your favorite, dude. I don't like that one. All right, there
That's
you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you hear that? Maz doesn't like your fan art.
No,
Hashtag kick Maz from the podcast.
Unsubscribe.
Just logs out. Oh my, no!
I fucked up.
Welcome back.
Shut up, Sultan.
Vito.
No, that's hilarious because I was like, I'm gonna log out right now, and then you logged out, so that's perfect. It's
Oh,
great.
did you say that? I missed it.
Yeah. So it's actually really funny. What was I gonna say? Oh, and like the patrons, obviously. Thank you so much for the patrons. I'll show them off now because you guys are fantastic. Okay.
Love you.
Mwah.
Thank you.
So
Love you
good.
guys. Now, I actually wanted to ask because like because usually when we pair up guests, it's for a reason, right? We try to make sure that they have good chemistry and like they can actually have interesting topics. And the first thing that came to my mind, Emily and Sultan, and you probably know what I'm going to talk about, but it's about the entire like princess thing. Okay.
You said you pair up people based on their chemistry. You've already messed up because me and Emily hate each other. Like,
Oh no. But the thing is, dude, like rivals, they're like spitting on each other.
Oi, whoa, that might
No,
be taken out of context.
No, it's okay. Take it. No, even with context, Sultan is not that good.
Fair.
No, so it's like the entire deal is. Oh, for those who don't know the context, Sultan, you made a 3-part series with a girl named Princess, correct?
I did, yes.
Yeah, could you? What was that about? You know, just.
So I had a best friend. We were best friends for about 10 or more years. And then there were like feelings involved, and it was like a roller coaster of events. And so I just decided to share that on YouTube, and I asked Emily to voice her because I've told Emily this. I wanted her to be as like anime-esque as possible, and Emily just fit the bill. So yeah, that's what we did. But it wasn't really backlash, but it blew up a lot more than what we anticipated. Just the whole like Emily is princess thing, and she's not. We've
Wait,
established
she's
that
not?
many
What the-
times. No, I know, shocking, right?
I'm just.
But
Wait, Emily didn't stay in Australia for 10 years.
Yeah, I
for you?
wasn't in Australia.
but you know, it is one of those things where shipping is harmless. Like, it's
Right.
not something that harms people. I mean, some people take it offensively. I personally don't. Emily doesn't. I've asked her. But it does sometimes. I don't know. It's just because Emily. Is it alright if I like mention that you're in a relationship? Is that a thing?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So Emily's in a relationship, which after like the comments and started to blow up, I did like reach out to Emily, and I'm like, look, if you or your boyfriend is like uncomfortable with this, like let me know, and we won't like have you voice the next episode. Like, I don't want to do that to you guys. And Emily was like, literally was like, shut up and send me the script. But yeah, I think it's lucky that me and Emily are close enough that it doesn't affect us negatively in any way, but it could have, you know, it could have jeopardized our friendship. But
I don't think so.
you don't think so?
No.
Well, there you have it.
Would it have on your end? Like, would it
No.
have,
Sultan's
If it
already
got-
writing you off. Like,
I've been trying. I finally have an excuse. No, I can just imagine, like, Mars, you might know what I'm talking about. There was someone who did like a collab where there was someone voicing the love interest, and that person
Yep.
had a real
yep.
partner, and then there was like drama between that. Not really drama, but there was
What?
tension
Really?
caused from it.
Yep.
Yeah.
what kind of? I don't know. I feel like that's a silly thing to get upset about.
Being in the video, I guess so, but it's like
Like
everybody's got
if you're
their
voicing someone, not even so much like you're pretending.
Yeah,
you're
but
with
that's
them.
like I guess it's their own prerogative. Like, they do what they want. I'm like, what am I gonna do? Like, how dare you be offended? Like, it's not my decision to get offended at stuff, you know?
That's
Yeah.
true.
What is
But like,
interesting
don't you
though,
think
is
it's people joking
me
around?
and Emily
though?
both.
Like,
We've done a lot of roles where we play like the love interest. Usually, it doesn't end well. The video. So we are labeled as like the assholes of the community, which is fine. I actually
We're the
like
village
it.
thoughts.
Thought gang, yeah. But it's surprising to me because I see so many comments like Emily is this girl, Emily is this girl. But then when I look at the videos that I've been in, there's like no comments saying that's Sultan, which like, and it's not
Wait,
like
really?
they are videos with high view counts. Like it's not because no one's seen them. It's just like, I don't know, like Emily, you've made a video with me and like I've been through the comments section and there's like no one who thinks it's me.
No, yeah, they're just like, oh, I love Sultan's voice. And then you go on a video with me and they're like, what a slut.
Yeah, and see, like,
Oh,
it's
it's like-
hard not to feel bad when I see comments like that, but
that's hilarious.
I know, I think they're really funny though. Like I've read the threads in like the comment section where people have these like conspiracy theories going on, and it's so fun.
God.
It's so fun. It'll like, oh god, like
Okay,
someone.
but
It'll start off
is
as a joke, and then actual people who believe it will like jump in and they'll be like, "I think that they're in a long distance relationship."
Oh,
and
God. The thing is, that's what I was gonna ask. Don't you think it's people joking around though? Like, surely it's not like legit.
I think it is a big chunk of it are people like kind of memeing it, which is fun, but there are like comments where you can tell it's genuinely like a young kid who doesn't really know. And they like really like I get a lot of comments of people trying to like notify me of these videos like, hey, your friend from like a long time ago made these videos about you and I think you should watch it because it's really important. And I'm like, I'm literally in them. Like, why
the
are
one
you
featuring
commenting
Emirichu,
this?
should I watch that one?
Like, I think they think the featuring is just like, oh, this is about her. And
Oh,
I don't think
gotcha.
they register that the voice is also connected to me. I don't know. I don't really...
It's just because you two are so theatrical. Like, I was watching this also your first part, and I was like live messaging Emily, going like, "Dude, why are you such a weeb?" Because Emily's like, "I miss you." You know, like, it's like she's trying so hard, and then Sultan, like when I was watching Alex's stuff, and you're just like, "You're the key to the door." I'm just like,
Dude, I had so much fun voicing Alex's video. Like, it was so cringy and just, I loved it.
and then wasn't there like a moment in which it was so cringe that you're like, "Oh, yeah, I don't know about that, Chief. Yeah, Chief, I don't know about that."
Oh, yeah, no, it was the door part. There was a part where she wants me to say, like, Alex, you have to find the door. And because me and Alex were, like, in a Discord call while we were voicing it, I just couldn't do it. I was like, you have to find the door to darkness. Like, I just couldn't do it.
You know what
Kingdom
else?
Hearts? What the
You know what else
no,
I
like,
think
she
it
actually
is?
had to cut it because I couldn't say it properly. Like, so that
Oh,
line
no.
actually
You
did
ruined
say
the
the door
video.
to darkness.
Bruh. Dude, I get the entire thing where it's, when memes become reality, like, and I hate that this is my parallel, but the entire James and me thing, I'm so done. I'm done.
You love it. Don't act like you don't like it.
Okay, I loved
He
it when
loves
it was a
it.
low-key meme, right? When it was a low-key. That's why in my new video, I was like, James, we're breaking up. Because I wrote that all the way back in like September. But then
Right.
James like multiplied it by having my shirtless body on and caressing him in his
saw
video.
that.
And you're all
And I'm just like-
sweaty.
And then it became like a real thing, and I get message all the time, like an email, like, Maz, are you gay? And somebody emailed me going like, Maz, I support you because you're like a gay furry in the community. And I'm like, oh no,
You're a fraud.
I'm not
You're a
gay, but
fraud.
I know.
I'm not gay, but I am a furry, yes.
You're half right.
And look, like once again, not to say that like is something to be ashamed of being furry or being gay. Like there's not. But the thing is, I don't want to take away from the people who actually are gay and furry. You know, because I'm not. I shouldn't be praised as being either because I'm not.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And like, you know, people who choose to be a furry, like even a little bit, like James, I think he used to say like, yeah, I'm a 25% furry. But he is. He likes like furry things, right?
Yeah.
And I think he's accepted a little more. I'm not sure if you noticed, but he posted on our furries, like Reddit furries.
Oh.
And I think it's like the most the most upvoted Reddit post is like his character on our furries, because everyone's like, wow, you're actually accepting it, you know?
That's nice.
It's dope. I don't know. I think that's dope. And he's obviously still memes that he's like, no, you know, but and it's like, great, you're accepting it, you know, whatever. So if you want to stand a furry, you got James, okay? You got James.
Oh no, exposed.
And Laddi, you know?
Oh,
She's not buffer.
I
But
look
Laddi,
at
you
her.
like. I honestly, I want you to own it, Laddi. Why aren't you? Oh, seriously, why aren't you own it?
Come out of the closet already, gosh darn.
It's because I view it as like, it's a thing that I did when I was like 14, and so I view it as like a phase. Like, I still enjoy the anthropomorphic art, and I low-key want to make a new persona, but it's also like, I view it as like this thing that I did when I was little and dumb, so I kind of had like this negative connotation of it. But then there's people who are really cool that are like furries, and I'm like, I don't know.
And even on not only I usually pick on you, Laddi, but even Rush. You know?
What? What did I do this
seal
time? What am
boy?
I on about? What? A
You a
seal?
seal boy?
No, not even the seal
No.
boy. I'm going back into
What?
Otter boy.
The otter boy.
I'm the otter boy. Yeah, my purple otter with green scarf boy.
Oh
Get on my level.
God.
He had a cool
I
rocker
love
gloves.
Otter boy.
Well, you want to send a picture, Rush? You want to send a picture? Where is it?
Well, maybe.
It's on
I'll get it.
like
It's on my
way
DeviantArt.
down on his Facebook.
I love it.
Or Facebook.
Don't, guys, don't add him on Facebook, please.
Dude. It's on DeviantArt
Oh my
for sure.
God.
Hold on. I guess I'll whip it out. I guess we all have to sit here like idiots for a couple
show it on
seconds.
screen now, man.
Wow, look at that. So beautiful. Wow, I love the way he looks so sexy, and I can't share it with
But like, didn't you make you have your free time now, and didn't you make a new antler boy? Isn't that
did.
what you made?
Well, listen, the other day, I was just thinking, all right? There's this anime idea I was thinking, right? And I was like, is there any characters that have deer horns? And I was like, no one has deer horns. And I was like, wait, Chopper has deer horns, but he doesn't count. He's a deer. So I was like,
Yeah.
so I drew a guy with deer horn. He looks pretty cute and sexy, and I would bang him, but I'm not a furry, so.
That's the only thing that's stopping you.
I would bang him.
Not a furry.
Obviously.
It's like no homo, but no furry. Like no furry. You know, but it's just,
no. So, hey, man, I'm just.
Yeah, that's
so
that's
edgy.
I'm not.
that, bro.
No, you.
You're so edgy, Rush.
No, he's a
Fedora?
fedora.
Fedora.
Because I have a fedora. I rock those fedoras, bro. Don't even,
Honestly, you probably could. You got a bald head, so I reckon you probably could.
yeah, man.
I
I'm
look
like
for my old Fur Affinity account.
for affinity.
Oh my God! Stop. Honestly,
big
for a
move.
video, we should all make fur affinity accounts, just like in one go.
I want to make a fursona.
Do you? What would you pick though? What animal would you
What
pick?
animal?
An emu. I've already made one.
Emirichu.
Can you just imagine Emily's like, hey guys, change is coming to my channel, like, stay tuned, and then the next video, it's just this emu with
A
hair on
massive
it,
emu.
and she
Yeah,
doesn't
I
even
would-
acknowledge it, like,
April
I would
Fools,
be
dude.
the emu.
April Fools, right there. That's like a beautiful April Fools.
Aren't they
video.
known for being like annoying?
Now
Y'all
they-
had a whole war with them.
It fits
no
you
we didn't,
perfectly
who
then.
told you that?
I have no idea what you're talking about. No, yeah.
War
Where's your proof? Show me the
in
receipt.
1932.
Where's the receipts? Wait, 1932? Why do you know the date? What the heck? You're like, oh, the Great Emu War. Like, you're like a historian on that crap? Like, what the heck?
Because
It's
it's one of like,
actually
the
secret
funniest
emu
bits of
war.
history I've ever heard. Where you went to where you guys went to war with the emus and lost.
Is that Laddi?
We
You're
lost.
Laddi.
What the hell?
So
Well,
adorable.
It was like a half reindeer, half unicorn hybrid.
Alright, show the picture. Show the picture right here. Okay.
So beautiful.
I think it's pretty cool. But actually, a few days ago, now that I recall, Emily, you asked me like, "Hey Maz, if you're an animal, what would you be?" And I was like, "Why are you asking me this?" And immediately on guard, following the entire tiger FANART debacle that happened, I still honestly don't know why Emily did that. Oh my god, Emily.
One
Is
of my
that your
friends. Well, no, one of my friends drew me as a Samoyed.
Wait, what did you just say? What is that?
God bless you.
As a dog? A dog.
Okay,
A dog.
okay. Dude, this is adorable.
Isn't
Shout
that
out-
cute?
Shout out
is
to
adorable.
Mediocre Twitch. That's awesome. What the heck? Now I'm on a fursona.
You've
Wait,
got
Anyways,
Oh, yeah,
this
I
is
do.
that's
One.
the only like
I
fursona
have one.
art I have.
I have a fursona now, guys. I changed
Dude.
it. It's Smushy.
What is it?
It's Smushy the Seal.
Smushy's not your fursona. That's a different character.
No, he has
Bold, they're both bold.
What does that mean? You what?
Hi.
You live like in your videos. You have Smushy as a separate character and yourself.
I voice him. Spoiler alert, I am him.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm him all along.
Shake my goddamn head. He's like your alternate persona, just so Smushy.
Maz, your
Dude.
persona is a duck, but like, what was it? Was that your choice to make your persona a duck, or would you have chosen a different animal?
Tiger.
I made it into a duck because Pepio, one of our friends and my background artist, she made that exact design like ages ago when I made the duck video, and I was like, dude, that's so cool. And so I went with that. And I actually, the hoodie that I was wearing for my duck sona, I actually have now, and I wear that hoodie all the time.
Aw.
Yeah, and it's like if I actually were to make a fur costume, I could get the head done and actually wear the hoodie over it, and it would be like exactly like me in the video, right?
Oh my gosh.
But if I had a choice, I think I might go with like penguin with a suit. I like penguins a lot.
Aw, yeah.
Yeah, penguin wearing a suit. I don't know. I that's like, you know, I'm a little slippin' slutty boy. You know, I don't know.
Pingu boy.
Wait, that's everybody. Sultan, what about you? What's your little furry animal, bro?
As in, what would my fursona be?
Hell yeah.
It's the furry podcast.
I don't know. Do like mythical creatures count?
Wait, why? Wait, what are we gonna be?
I'd probably
Yeah.
like be a dragon because, you know, like kings and dragons.
He
I
wants
think
to
that
be a
would suit.
scaly.
He was, yeah,
You
scaly.
scale?
Yeah, a little scaly boy.
I was imagining this regal giant, you know, dragon, and you're like, yeah, little scaly boy. Now I'm imagining like little baby dragon with, you know, little.
I'm imagining something like this, little scaly boy, but like this guy's more furry. Hold on, yes, I
Wait,
do.
what does that mean?
No, like he's a fuzzy boy. But he's also got scales. If it'll load the internet.
Dinosaurs had feathers back then, so. Whoa, that's a furry boy right there.
Aw.
See, that's
Little
cool.
dragon boy. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. Honestly, I can imagine that.
Yeah.
What? No. Oh god. Oh god. Another seal video. Shake my damn head.
Dude, steel videos are where it's at, alright? Don't even get on my level.
Is that like your secret interest? Like that's where your interest
No,
lie?
I just think they're cute, god damn it!
Uh-huh.
They're
Uh-huh.
just cute! Look how
You
they're
know, like me, I'm just
stupid.
sipping tea like, okay, sis, you know?
Listen, man, you don't understand. They're cute
I
and
think
they're
puppies
floppy.
are cute, but even I don't like as many puppy videos as you do seal videos.
Oh, getting cold out. Where's the tea, sis? Whenever I say that, I feel bad because I actually don't watch Shane Dawson or Jeffree
You
Star
don't
or
watch
anything.
Shane Dawson?
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
Oh my god,
Whoa.
I'm being attacked.
You don't watch
Hell,
Jeffrey
fake
Dawson?
Stan.
What the heck?
I watched the Tana Mongeau one.
What?
Huh?
You have to see it. Oh my
Tana Mojo?
I know, isn't it Mongeau? Isn't that her name?
Tana
Mongeau.
Mojo.
No, that's not her real name.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it's her
And her-
name.
And her dad's Watch Mojo.
Shut the
And her
hell
grandpa's
up.
Mojo Jojo.
No, wait. It's not Tana Mongeau. It's actually not.
It's Tana Mojo, man.
But isn't it spelled like Mongu or whatever?
Oh, there's like a few extra letters, and I think one of them's silent. It's a mess.
But like, I watched the TanaCon one, right? And it was good. I haven't watched the Jake Paul one. I haven't watched the Jeffree Star one. I haven't
I didn't really like the Jake Paul one, but I like
I
the
never finished it.
Jeffree Star one.
I don't know. I don't. It's just so long.
That's why
I
you
don't
play
know.
it while you work. You have time.
I don't though. What are you talking about? time to watch an hour-long video, dude, I'd rather watch a good movie. You know, I don't know.
The
Wait,
dramatic
so Mars,
music
do you,
though, bro.
Like, watch my videos? 'Cause
No,
they're
I
pretty
watch
long.
your videos, and I can definitely see like the. Okay, that's also another thing that you two have. It's like you two, and I hope it's okay to say, but you two are way more sassy in real life than in your videos.
Who?
Yeah.
Both of you, like Emily and Sultan, both of you are way more sassy in real life than in your videos.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. So I watch your video. And
No,
I'm like,
that's
yeah, I
why
can see that.
we work so well together. Because in videos we're like wholesome little cinnamon rolls, and then you know.
In real life, you guys just holding cups of tea, going like. "Bitch,
In
did you
real
see
life,
that?"
we actually have
Like,
screenshots that would ruin each other's lives.
We are
Oh, that's
friends.
in everyone.
We are friends only because we know too much.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like you guys blackmail each other. Like what I love something about you is like in your videos, it's like, you know, wholesome, just a little bit sassy, and I'm watching like this is like what the heck is this character, right? Because in real life, the amount of side eyes you give in real life as you talk is like phenomenal.
I'm not
dude.
that bad, Mars.
No,
You give side eyes
but
all the time.
It's a resting
but-
bitch face.
like I said, it's still us, just with a very heavy filter over it. So Sultan's
Yeah.
still a very nice, wholesome boy.
Yeah.
He's just got other things going on too.
Yeah, and it's like I get like literally it's in their screenshot something when you post it on Twitter like, with you side eyeing in a video. Like you just sent this picture of you side eyeing, and one of my favorite
videos
things
is?
like we were on a server. And PJ wrote like new rule, you know, we can't go light skinned hours until it's late night. And then you commented like when it's 3 p.m. and they hit you up like and it's just you like a side eye emoji, and I just burst out laughing because that's what you would say. That's like legit. I can imagine exactly how you would deliver that.
Do you know what I do? Honestly, I really don't respond to hate comments at all. Like, I just don't pay them any time of the day.
Yeah.
But sometimes when I'm just feeling that little bit sassy, I will write a very sassy reply, then take a screenshot of it, and then delete the message and just keep that in my bank. I have so many opportunities to be sassy, but like I'm not that kind of
Oh
girl.
my god, you need to share those when we
Dude,
meet
so
up.
also not only do you have to share that with us, I'm serious. If you hit like 1 million, make that to a video.
I
Like all of your
cannot.
sass
Out
in
of
one video.
context.
That would be hilarious. SultanSketches more like Sultan Sasses, bro. Shake my head, man. That'd be such an entertaining video.
Wait, don't
like-
don't incentivize that though. People are gonna purposely like leave bean
Oh,
comments.
yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta wait. You gotta save it. You gotta save it. That's so funny you mentioned that because like whenever somebody gets testy with me, what I used to do was reply back like really strong or like memeify it so that I diffuse the situation. That's actually what I still do now. I still memeify it. But other things I'll do is like I'll treat them as if they were my patients who were being aggressive with me.
Oh, you've
I'm
mentioned
serious.
this before.
And I respond as if it was a professional setting, and actually helps me not blow up at them. Like when I tweet out like, "Hey guys, my new video's out with Cherry Part 2," and somebody commented like, "Hey, you know, it took 2 months for you. Why couldn't you do it sooner?" And I wanted to comment, "Oh, forgive me that my free content didn't come as soon as you wanted." Right?
Yeah.
But then I was like, okay, if they were my patient, they said, what would I say? And I replied with like, sorry about that. I've been really busy with my real life as well as working on other videos, but I promise the next one shouldn't take as long. You know, actually gave like a helpful reply, and they're like, oh, okay, thanks.
I think
And I
you
was like,
mentioned it
wow.
works the other way as well. Like when you're at work, because you've had experience with like these kind of comments, when a patient gets like that, you know what to say. I think you mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting how building a thick skin in one is actually helping the other as well. Mm-hmm. You know, I like to put a wall between them, but you know, sometimes they come on knocking like the Kool-Aid man. What about you, Emily? Like, how do you deal with the sass? You know, with the bad comments.
I don't usually respond to hate comments on YouTube.
Oh yeah, on YouTube.
But
okay.
Twitter's a different story.
Twitter-
Oh, are
is
you
a-
talking about Twitter? Wait, Which one are we talking
Talking
about?
about anything, because in general, that's how I handle everything. But on Twitter, you're like ooh.
No. Okay, wait. First of all, I don't really get hate comments on Twitter, surprisingly. Like people
Flex on us more, Emily. Wow, okay.
Do you?
Just the
Sometimes, yeah.
TikToks.
No,
what do you mean?
I don't. It's not that I get sassy because someone's being rude. I get
Okay.
sassy when someone's being condescending. There's a very big difference. Because when
Okay.
someone's being condescending, they think they're being helpful. Or they're not trying to, like, hurt my feelings. They're, like, you know, thinking that they're doing something. And it's just my way of being like, you don't know what you're talking about. You should probably end it right there.
Right.
But if it's like a hate comment, I'm not gonna be like, screw you, you're just a big meanie head. Like, no, of course I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah, so I can't recall when I've ever actually gotten like a hateful comment on Twitter. I don't know. I'll probably like combust when that happens.
Does it get to you, like when you get hate comments anymore?
No, not really.
Because Sultan, if I recall correctly, it did, like when you were starting off, didn't it get to you a little bit? Like the hate comments? Or am I just misremembering?
I don't think I've ever no, I don't think so. I mean, sometimes I'll get one comment that it like hits too close to home. Like they'll mention something that I'm aware of, like my monotone voice or something that like I know, and then that only then will it affect me. But if it's like a generic hate comment without any constructivisms. Yeah, thanks, Rush. Thanks, Boo. Yeah, if it's just like a hate comment, like I hate you or your eyebrows are stupid, like I don't really care.
God damn it, your eyebrows are so good. Fair enough.
Yeah. Oh, well, I did tell you about that one hate comment that hurt me like a little bit.
Which one?
But the I posted my sketchbook tour, which I knew was already like a filler one.
Yeah.
But I got one comment where someone said, what did they say? Hold on. I like blocked it out of my memory. They said, I'm here for your story videos. Stop wasting your time on things like this.
That was me.
That wasn't you. But okay, I remember at first I was gonna respond with something sassy because like I felt it in my bones.
Uh-huh.
But then I thought to just respond like kindly.
Yeah.
Cause I remember I've been trying to follow this philosophy that I heard in a Sky Williams video a long time ago.
Uh-huh.
Where he said it's more worthwhile to like it's easy if someone is already pissed off with you, it's really easy to make them hate you if you respond in a way that makes them like unhappy, right?
Yeah.
But if you respond and like show yourself to be like better than that, like a nice person, then usually they'll end up backpedaling somehow. Mm-hmm. And that's happened before where someone will say something rude and I just say something nice, or like I respond in a way that they don't expect because they're like looking for a negative reaction. But then if I'm like, oh, I'm really sorry about that, like blah 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 blah, then they're like, oh, then they feel bad somehow. I don't know, it's worked so far, so I'm trying to keep that
Emily
up.
playing mind games over here. God damn, she's like 3 steps ahead. What the heck? God damn. What, like Rush, you know,
I am the
know
hater.
No, I hate comments still get to you though.
Oh wow.
Don't they?
Well, look. The only recent one, all right, was like the last video, and they're like, "Is that a Jaden reference? That's a Jaden reference." Like, not a Jaden reference. People can talk about the same thing. Gosh darn. That's it.
Oh.
Well, not even
I
that.
could
it's
see how
like-
that would
like-
get annoying.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know. Honestly, that's like depends on everybody and their individual defenses and stuff. But it like obviously for you, Rush, it's like you've been trying to improve and working on all these other projects and stuff. You know what I mean? And then it's just like, oh, and then this guy comes in, it's like, oh, you're just copying Jaden. You know, I can understand that that's like aggravating, right? Or it's like, shut up.
It's like, what are you... I'll tell him to shut up. I'll be like, hey man, shut your face. Get out of here.
Well, the thing is, you know, and then what you can comment instead, it's like, hey, have you seen Game Grumps?
Do you like anime?
Because seriously, in about 3 days, You know.
Oh yeah, when this
3 days.
podcast is out, it'll be on the channel already. So yeah.
Yeah.
On the
If you
20th.
go to head on over to youtube.com/GameGrumps, Rush's project is finally released on their channel.
I'm in that. Heck.
And so is
I'm
the
in that as
TheAMaazing.
well.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
How long have you been working on this project for, Rush?
You know, maybe a couple months, like 24 months or so, or
Oh my god.
Definitely not
I
my
remember-
fault or anything.
Legit, like we were lined up back when the kindergarten was still a thing. Like
Yep.
that's a yikes for me, man.
yeah,
Mad
man.
invite to kindergarten.
Well, it's dead, so goodbye.
Oh, dude.
I don't think
well,
I
it's dead.
existed when it was a thing.
Same.
That's so
Yeah,
weird
well,
to
it's-
think that.
It died. Isn't it crazy? Okay, so now for me anyway, I have been online longer than the kindergarten has been alive.
Okay.
That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me because I thought it was like, I was like, oh man, this is like a group that can, you know, grow together, and I realized that, you know.
No.
Why was it called the kindergarten?
Because they grow together.
Stupid.
No, it was
Laddi.
more the juxtaposition. Like back then, there was only like literally the animation squad consisted of Jaden, James, Alex Clark, Domix, Tony V Toons, Lights and Darks, and
Cypherden.
Cypherden, right? And back then, Cypherden didn't have like, she actually had like 1,000, 2,000 subs, like not many, right?
Oh my god.
Not as many, I mean.
Yeah.
And so there wasn't that many, like Tim, Tom, Adam, and Rebecca, they weren't there. And so back then, the entire community was like super, super young. And there was a club called the Young Animators Club. And so all these elder people, like, you know, 18, 17 plus, made a group
Elder.
called, right?
Yeah.
called
I'm
the
so
called the
old,
older
dude.
of the younger group. And that's the joke. It's like we could call ourselves the geriatrics or the kindergarten as like a joke on how old we are. And so that's
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, right. It's not,
I
it's not a
think
bad
Alice
name.
thought of it.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
fun.
Yeah,
We were like the kindergarten of senior citizens, but like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But then I think if, some of the creators realized that whatever it died. Okay, that's all.
Okay, yeah. We don't need to get in the history.
It was like
Sort
a nightmare.
of. There's still
What do
like
you-
it's still a channel and they're still trying with the podcast. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
yeah.
I guess so. I guess I mean when I say it died, it's like the previous incarnation of
Oh,
the
yeah.
kindergarten
That's true.
doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of glad about that.
Wow, Laddie's rebelling. She's like celebrating over here.
No, it's just
She's
like
like party poppers.
yeah, good. I
Wait,
hate it.
isn't the previous carnation of anything dead?
No, as in like it's now Studio Kinder. Like they rebranded it.
Well, yeah, that's a lot better. But like, I hated it because if one person, like, there were some people that were a little bit like, they were easy to get kind of toxic, I guess sometimes. And since like all of our names were like so well known in the kinder, like if one of us did that, it would automatically reflect on all of us. So they're like, oh yeah, the kinder is such full of like toxic people, and I'm like, but I didn't do that.
You don't have to name. Wow, laddie.
Yeah.
Don't point fingers.
So
I'm right
people
here.
started, yeah, it was all you, Rush. It was all your fault. So people would start like disliking me because of the whole kindergarten thing. I'm like, I didn't do anything. I'm not the kindergarten. I'm Laddie. So that's when I started kind of, yeah.
You're so cute.
That's when I started kind of like, this ain't cool. I don't like it.
Yeah, I think that's a philosophy that a few of us shared as well. Like the collective reputation. I'm still strictly against that. Like in the very end, whilst I keep saying like, yeah, I'm Maz, I'm a normal person. I'm still like a brown boy on a tablet. I'm normal. But I'm also very strictly myself. Like I am Maz. Like I want to be known for me only. And so whenever there's like opportunity to like, hey, merge into this group and have a collective reputation, it's like, no. And even with merchandise, it's like, hey, we have a booth with 20 creators. You can join in. It's like, no, I don't want to merge. I don't want to merge. You know,
what
I
this
want to
is
be me.
about, yeah.
Let me stand.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I totally get that.
Dude.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think we've separated ourselves well enough. I think all of us can stand on our 2 feet.
That was like a big reason why I didn't jump straight into the community. I mean, there is also the fact that I don't really animate. So I never thought I would like fit into the community because, you know, I'm not an animator. But yeah, another reason was, like Laddi said, I didn't want to be grouped in case of like drama and stuff, which back when I started, there wasn't any. I was just like cautious. Yeah. And same with you, Mars. Like, I didn't want to be like, I guess if you're in the community, it's not bad to be a part of the group, but I just didn't want to be. I wanted to differentiate myself as much as possible.
Yeah.
Sure.
So yeah, I
valid.
guess that was a few reasons.
No, I think that's like definitely fair enough. But now you're here, you know, within the community, as well as Emily, and it's actually really interesting because you two mentioned that you two weren't here when the kindergarten was alive. So like you guys are fairly new, I'd say. Like of the channels that have risen, I'd say the most recent have been in order. I'd say Emily, Sultan, Illy, Alex's Corner, Kurt Ritchie. Is that correct?
I think so.
Yeah.
Like if you know, just having the history in my mind, and so you guys are fairly new onto the scene. How do you guys feel? You know,
What did we label ourselves? Emily was like the hose of what was it? Do you remember? The hose? Because
What
I
did we label
remember
ourselves?
we were in a discussion and someone called us like the fourth wave of animation. But
Bruh.
I just, because it was like, I'm close to Alex, Emily, and Illy, so they're my hoes. So we just called ourselves like the hoe wave.
The wave.
Shake my goddamn head, dude. But how are you guys finding it? The whole wave.
I love it. I didn't think I was actually gonna make friends when I started YouTube.
You still haven't.
Yeah.
No,
I cannot believe. And the reason being is because I stopped making internet friends when I was in like 6th grade.
Wise.
And what?
Very wise.
yeah, fair enough.
I always thought of it as like, internet friends, that's like a really juvenile thing. That's a thing you do when you're like role playing on Gaia Online at the age of 11. Like that's
Is that what you did?
not
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
So I just thought, you know, I'm just gonna do my own thing. It's just gonna be my own little creative outlet and whatever. And then, you know, all of a sudden now, fast forward like a year or two later, I'm in cahoots with you guys.
Is that a good thing?
And like, yes. And I think VidCon, I'm super excited for VidCon because last year's VidCon was crazy. And
best.
probably like one of my favorite memories like in life.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, same.
yeah, so and, like knowing that I'm gonna meet the same people I had met for the first time then, and then some, like plus more, I'm like ready.
Wait, so am I
And you
just
gotta
like
come
an
to
extra?
Australia.
Huh?
Am I just like
go
that
to
extra? Because you just
No,
like,
that's not what I meant.
After we're kicking you out,
damn it.
Bro. Aren't you
No,
coming over
but
to
yeah.
Australian VidCon as well, Emily?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm excited. I've never been.
Dude, you gotta get that
Australia.
passport and stuff, you know? Get that stuff ready.
I already have my passport.
And the ESTA. Like, listen, well, like all the other stuff, but I'm excited. I'm excited for both VidCon and Australia.
I want to go to VidCon Australia.
well, too bad.
I want to go to like an anime convention in Australia. You
No,
guys
you
do
don't.
those?
You don't.
Well,
don't.
wait, why?
Like kangaroos.
Like,
I've only been to one, and it's, I don't know. I felt like it was just stalls, like selling stuff, and that was it.
yeah. Yeah, I went to 2 and it's literally just that. It's not fun.
Which one did
I
you go
don't
to,
recommend it.
Mars?
I went to MadFest.
Uh-huh.
Which
Oh, that's the one
actually,
I've heard of. Yeah.
To be fair, they had movies there that I watched, and it was actually pretty fun. It was actually, like, the movies were pretty good. Like, I watched Penguin Island. Penguin
is
Highway,
everyone
sorry.
penguins?
Penguin Highway.
He likes penguins.
As well as I Want to Eat Your Pancreas, and both of them were very enjoyable movies. And the Boku no Hero movie, I watched that as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
that was probably the least enjoyable movie I watched that night.
Yeah.
Just the, you know, it's average. No, but I'm glad that you're enjoying it, because when you started off, you're like, wow, this community is so wholesome, and I was like, bro, you know, bro.
Yeah. The community has taken me by surprise. I thought everyone was like these pure little beans, and it's like, honey, no, they're not all of them.
Honey, no.
Yeah.
Especially
Well, what's
that.
nice
Listen,
is
what
that
do you think? You guys called yourself the Ho-Way. What do you think is gonna happen, bro? Like,
Honestly, fair enough.
I mean,
Oh my
it's like of course with like a community so large, not everyone's gonna like each other.
Yeah.
But I think what's nice is that you're not forced to interact with people you're not fond of. Like, so you're not stuck at work with like crappy coworkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't stop
Yeah.
them from talking. So
I mean, people are always gonna talk.
yeah.
That is true.
Everybody.
I don't know.
talk,
I find it interesting because it's just like YouTube, like time-wise is new, but also just objectively, you guys don't make. And I'm sure I've told you two this multiple times now, but like you two make different content from the traditional storytime
Oh,
formula, right?
Yeah.
Most likely because, and this might be Emily. I know you're extroverted, but Sultan, would you consider yourself extroverted or?
I don't know. I mean, I'm not shy in real life. You can attest to that. But
Yeah, 100%.
yeah, I think I'm extroverted.
Yeah, right. And so maybe that has a factor into it, but also like Sultan, I remember you asking like, yeah, I'm gonna switch to like the storybook format. It's gonna be like more storybook because I don't animate, so I don't want to pretend like I am. And I was like, dude, this is gonna be this is interesting.
Do you
And then
remember
Emily
that
was just like,
conversation?
what's up?
Do you remember that conversation when
I do,
I posted
because-
like an 18-minute video and you
Initially, I was like, what the fuck? What the frick are you doing?
What the frick, bro?
What the hell are you doing, bro? Like, and you were like, yeah, 18 minutes. I was like, why did you do that to yourself? Why don't you just like split it? And you're like, I want to try this. And I was like, honestly, no one's ever done this, so I actually can't comment, but I'm curious. And it worked.
yeah,
You know, it actually
it did work.
worked.
Yeah.
And so it's like, you know what? There you go. Data. I just needed more data, and that data was there, and it's great. Now I can analyze your channel.
Yeah. But now
Freaking
it's
out.
like if I upload anything less than like 10 minutes, I'm like, this is a failure. Like I need to put more like
Oh my god. And with you, it's like the entire narrative. You take a more narrative approach to everything, right?
yeah, that
And-
that actually wasn't supposed to be where my channel was headed.
Really?
Yeah, so in one of my videos, I think it's the weird ones, the weird things I do. There's
Yeah.
a scene where a brain pops up and it's talking about like spiciness. And that was at the end of the video, and I'd been working on this video for about 2 months. So I was over it. I just wanted it to be done. And so with that scene, I was like, how can I make this as quickly as possible? And I came up with the idea of, I'll just like put sketching noises and then have it wipe in so it looks like it's being sketched. And
Yeah.
then, so that was just like a thing I did because I wanted the video to be done quickly. And then after I finished that video, I was planning another video, but I wanted to make a filler one because the one that I wanted to work on was going to take ages. So I was like, I'll do that sketching thing and I'll just talk about like a story in school. It shouldn't take me too long. So that was meant to be like a filler video, and it ended up being the most popular video on my channel. And I had a lot of fun with it, and it is a lot quicker than how long animations take. And yeah, so I just like started doing that more.
Honestly jealous. Like, I think that's like the struggle that I'm facing now, where I want to increase the quality always, right? And I'm trying to do it in other avenues, like my writing and comedic timing. I'm really trying to improve that.
Oh,
and
it has improved 100%.
Oh.
I laughed out loud reading your script for Cherry. Like, I didn't even need to see the video and I was laughing. So you definitely have improved.
Thank you. And like, I guess this is just more akin to my nature, but like I've been watching composition videos and studying on better composition to deliver better jokes, you know, like what angle would have been better to do this joke, etc., etc. And like it's everything, but the actual quality, like the visuals, I still like, I want to improve it, sure, but I also I don't want it to take 2 months every time I release a video, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's just not going to work out. And so it's like, how do I maintain the quality whilst taking less time? And that's actually why I started drawing the kind of chibi. I don't even know what to call them, but like the blobby chibi figures without the hands and like the proper body.
I'd say that's chibi.
That's really cute though. I like that look.
Yeah, it's just like it's easier for me to draw, and it doesn't need to be on proportion, doesn't need to be more realistic. And so I do that look, and actually, honestly, like because it can morph so much, it can enhance the comedy, right? And so that was a way for me to speed it up, and it's gotten better. But I still it still takes a long time, especially with my other commitments in life. That's like a constant battle,
I think your priorities are a big factor in when it comes to like making these kind of videos. Like some people are more focused on storytelling, so they'll want to improve that and they won't worry so much about the art, which is totally fine. I'm kind of the other way around. I want to improve my art as much as possible, which is hard when you have to post at least once a month, so it's hard to find time to like practice. But
and you've struggled with that as well. Like I've seen your posts recently.
I caved in and I I inboxed you and I was like, give me that free 2-month Skillshare subscription, link in the bio. And then so I started studying art again, something I haven't done in a while, because I want to improve, not for like the overall qualities of my videos per se, but mostly for me. I just want to be happy with what I put out.
Yeah.
Did you see what I retweeted recently about the art and perceiving art graph?
I did. Yeah, that hit me.
Yeah. Rush, I want to send that to you as well.
Yeah, I saw it, man. I was sitting at the club.
What is it?
It's a graph that shows how we always improve in our artwork, but what also changes is our ability to perceive our own artwork, right? And so we'll be improving, but our ability to perceive the improvement is not improving. And so we're just like, oh man, this is so good. This is so great. But then when your ability to perceive your artwork is getting better and better and better, but your artwork is getting not as improving as quickly, you're just like, oh, my art sucks. It sucks. Because your perception has increased, right? And so like that hit me as well, because I think I watch all my videos from the beginning to the end, and logically, I know that they have improved every single time, right? I know that. But it's crazy because my own mind, the way I think about it, it's like, oh yeah, these videos suck, these are good. Like I think of it like the wave, and it's like, oh crap, I'm dumb, I'm stupid. I realize I only have two brain cells, it's crazy.
Whoa.
I don't know. It's like that was like a big thing about improvement for me, and that's like that's like our way, And improvement doesn't have to be just with our channels. I think we talked about this as well, Laddi, with the I'm not sure with the last video, maybe 2 videos ago, but about how each of us are improving, but in different ways. Like Laddi, you're obviously trying out different formulas, along with actually going to college for animation and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And Rush, you're obviously trying to. You're really spread thin with how many people you're helping out with.
Oh, yeah.
And how often you go to Buffalo Wild Wings. It's crazy.
Rush should be the poster child for our Ho Wave, because he's just working for everyone.
Yeah. I know, right? Rush is the Ho Wave. I find, Emily, as well, your entire content, I actually mentioned you in my upcoming IRL video, but you don't follow the kind of awkward comedic approach that everybody does. You're more like, you follow the kind of more bubblier, shinier, woo, that kind of approach. Yeah, you're a uwu ho,
Uwu ho. That's how I am in real life too, though. But I'm also like kind of gross. It's like a balance.
But then what kind of convinced you to, instead of like showcasing both your happy and gross side, what made you showcase just that kind of positive side?
I do showcase my gross side.
No, you do, but it's like, obviously, once again, it's you with a heavy filter. But like, what convinced you to kind of put that filter on?
Well, for me personally, I think it's I think it's best to show the mostly positive parts, because, thank you. If I want to, because I know there's people out there, it's going to sound like I'm jerking myself off, but I know there's people out there who see me as sort of like this role model or like this inspiration that they look up to. And if there's anything that I want them to
Really?
follow with, it's gonna be like the more positive side of me. Like I don't want them to like see a negative side of me and be like, okay, well that's how I want to be too. Like no, don't follow that.
Yeah.
Because like
No,
no
I think
matter what you're gonna
that's
no matter what you're gonna have flaws. But I think if you're going to look up to a person, you should be looking up to like the parts about them that make you drawn to their content, which I think in my case is like the really happy, positive bubbliness.
Yeah, Emily, I really like the your chins. Like every time you take pictures with your chins, amazing,
Thank you.
inspiring.
Of course,
lives for
Rush
that.
likes the chins.
The chins are the
like-
sexy part of everyone.
Emily's like, yeah, you know, all these people call me inspiration. I'm like, okay, well, yeah, where y'all live? I just want to talk, man. No, I think that's honestly.
Well, yeah, I don't want it to sound stuck up or anything.
No.
I
I think that's valid. I think what you're saying is 100% correct. It all goes back to like the entire, in my mind, respect versus disconnect, right? Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah.
What's up?
I forgot to mention another thing. I think because in my earlier videos, I used to be a lot sassier, and I would occasionally curse as well.
Yeah.
That was a very, very early era Emirichu. But also at the time I was working at a school. And
Okay.
once I found out that some of like the kids I worked with were in fact aware of my content and like that their friends were aware of my content, I think that especially really like made me more hyper aware of the things I would say and like how I would present myself, because I'm like, if their parents watch a video on my channel, would they be chill with it knowing that I'm working with their kids after school?
Right.
And so I kind of like during that time, I think that's when like the big burst of like, okay, then I should show the more like positive side of myself. I think that became like my brand.
Inspiration. Right.
So even though I don't work like as like a part-time teacher anymore, it's like become that way, and I still like it. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, you know, I can't wait till you go back to your teaching job, right? You know, just.
On that note, I actually did go back to my old high school a few days ago because because they saw my motivational and bullying videos, and they're like, hey, this guy would be a good guest speaker to like speak at our school. But like they decided to email me the exact same day that I posted my video about my first kiss, which which involved some risky subjects. So I don't think they saw that video, and they were like, yeah, we want you to be a guest speaker, like you're a good role model and you should speak to the kids. And I was like, bro, if any of these kids actually watch me, like they're gonna be laughing with me at stage, like pretending to be this dude when I, you know.
Dude, I'm glad the school thought you're a good role model with your bully videos, because YouTube didn't.
Too soon.
Dude, my
But I
bully
did-
video's gonna get next. Don't worry.
They are taking away a lot of bullying videos, actually.
I'm
Like,
scared.
Yeah.
Fun money maker.
Swoozy's video is still up, which, like, you know, that's a bit weird. But, like, Lele Pons, she made a bullying video, and that's demonetized, and that had, like, 20 million views. So,
Oh my god.
yeah, they're just taking
I was
away
scared
anything.
because one of the topics I wanted to talk about was called "Thank you for bullying me," but apparently not. You know.
Honestly, I think it's to do with the metadata, so just don't use the word bullying, and you might be fine.
But that's gonna be the title. Thank you for bullying me.
Thank you for being mean to me. You meanie.
Thank
Yeah.
you for beating me up. You know. Thanks, Daddy. No. Oh my God. Stop.
Daddy.
Cut that out.
Wait, my
No, I'm
bullying
kidding.
video is fine. What happened?
What do you mean?
YouTube.
They
That's
just
what
don't wanna-
algorithm.
They just don't want to talk about bullying anymore, which is it boggles my mind that certain topics are allowed to be spoken about. You know, people bully on YouTube and their channels are monetized, but someone speaks up, you know, about anti-bullying, and well, YouTube's like, well, they're like, let's not get ahead of ourselves, you know. It's just I don't know.
It's weird.
I wonder why.
It's a little outrageous, but yeah, I guess that's just YouTube in a nutshell, I think.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Because of the entire Adpocalypse thing, right? Like the Adpocalypse 2.
Yeah.
I remember it's like, yeah, January gets less ad rates. Oh, by the way, February and March as well. Yeah, Adpocalypse. It's like, God, dang it!
They just came back and now they're gone.
Yeah, I know, right? So that's absolutely an entire thing that's happening. I'm just hoping that it doesn't happen again. Please, for the love of God, be more stable.
I'm not getting paid this month.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Can you imagine
YouTube.
if animation died again? Like the second
Oh my god.
death strike?
I'm worried about that, and that's why I've started to make comics on Instagram, just so I might have something to fall back on.
I really liked your cat one. I relate to it.
Did you get
so
it though?
Much.
Some people thought it was about staring at your cats, but it's just
Well, that's how you know those people don't interact with cats.
Yeah.
Because they don't know about the slow blink.
exactly. But yeah, no, I took inspiration from Mars, who has TikTok, and I was like, I need something in case YouTube doesn't work. So I started. I meme, but I'm being serious. I was like, Mars has.
I spied somebody with TikTok. No.
I mean,
That's
to be
your
fair, you've
backup,
got your doctor job as well. But yeah, I don't know. I have an audience now, so I can work on things in case it's not going to work. Like in the end, let's be real. But you know, we'll see.
Yeah, I figured I'd just go back.
I'm a firm believer in that.
Yeah.
I don't
I
want
figured
to
I'd just go
believe,
back to
but-
doing commissions forever until I do
Forever?
until I get my degree and go
I
to
die.
California. Yeah, until I die.
Until I die. Oh my God.
Rush,
But that's
what
why
are
it's
you
like,
gonna do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do, right?
You work for
studios.
yeah,
and
you
and
could
James, James, my sugar daddy, so he can pay for me.
James, my sugar daddy. Shake my head. All right, so what was I gonna say? I'm a firm believer in having a backup plan as well. You know, like if YouTube goes down, what do you do? And I think Sultan and Emily
Sell
have a
feet
good...
pics. No, I'm
You would
kidding.
what?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
She's
kidding.
gonna sell her
I said
feet
sell
pics on
feet
Fiverr.
pics.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh no.
Say it.
That's why I don't stream anymore.
I
because
was just joking. I was just joking.
This gets demonetized. It's just a thumbnail. It's just Emily's feet.
believe it or
Gross.
not.
Feet are gross.
Oh my God. You love Rush loves feet.
It's gross.
No, but you do have like good instas. You guys could rock the Instagram game.
I will say though, when I first started YouTube, it was with the mindset that like I had no backup plan. I started YouTube and I was like, I'm going to make it, you know, I'm going to put everything in this. I threw away a lot of other opportunities and focused on YouTube. And because of that, I focused harder. And I think if I didn't do that, I wouldn't be where I am now. So it was a risk that, you know, lucky for me, it helped. But the risk is still there. And so now I'm like, it's always been in the back of my head and I just pushed it. But now, like as soon as my most popular video got demonetized and after emailing them, it's not going to be remonetized. It made me realize like, oh, I need something. Like, I'm just feeling so anxious at the moment. So I needed to do something about it.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
Dude, wait, Sultan. The top like 3 of my videos, like 2 of them are age restricted.
Oh, that's even worse.
Oh my God! Is it the hickey one, Rush?
No, it's Dragon Ball Pooper.
The Dragon Ball,
and the Game
Fair
Grumps.
enough.
And the Game Grumps.
Fair? Okay, once again, fair enough. I agree with that.
Yeah, but see, why weren't mine age restricted? Like, if it's bad, just age restrict it. Like, Rush has someone jerking off in this video. I'm talking about not bullying kids. Like, I mean, like, I'm not coming for you, Rush, but like, you get what I mean.
Well,
The kid is in the video.
All right, Maz.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. And you're still monetized for that video, right?
Yeah, man, just people have to click on it, just not.
That is hilarious, dude.
Thanks, YouTube.
Love ya.
Beautiful.
Excuse
And
me.
with that,
No, wait.
I
I have wait.
What's up?
One thing I wanted to bring up. There was no room in this.
Okay.
Today, I witnessed something crazy, and it scared me.
What?
I was at the
what's
bar,
up?
St. Patrick's Day today. I dated the podcast. You're welcome. So drinking at the bar. My mom was drinking, whatever. And I was with her. And she was like getting along with her friends. And I was like, Mom, you're weird. And she's like, yeah, but whatever. And she started twerking. I'm like, Mom, what are you doing?
God.
It's like, this is how you twerk. And she was as stiff as a board. Like, you know, like the gifts of like they're just shaking their
White
bodies.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why are you calling out your mother like this?
Up and down. I'm like, Mom, that's how you twerk.
Cool. Now your mom like this? Shake my hand,
Yeah,
bro.
I was like, you're gross. You don't even know how to do it right. And I wanted to like, I wanted to get up and do it.
She's like, this is how you do it, mom. Just like, I drops the thickest amp load on her mom.
This machine gun in my ass all over the place.
That's what like Idubbbz talks about in his most recent video. It's just like people who kiss their children in the mouth are gross and they should stop.
Yeah, but
And
freaking
it's like, you know what? Fair enough.
dude, it just. I was just like, Mom, this is not how you do it. You gotta arch the back. She's like, I'm doing it right. I'm like, Mom, no. And I left.
You know what, Rush? I'm glad that we could end this podcast on the image of your mom just
Throwing ass on the dance floor.
yeah, you know, just dropping it low, I guess.
Flashback
Denial.
to Bitcoin.
Flashback to big.
No, the podcast, you said it's ended. We're not talking about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's all good. All right. Now with that amazing image in our mind, I think we're gonna wrap it up. All right. So once again, thank you so much, Emily and Sultan, for coming on to the podcast.
I'll send you my PayPal
course.
account in the DMs.
Oh yeah. You know,
That'd be
I'll come
20.
over
We're having
later.
us on.
So thanks for jumping on.
No.
Thanks for you guys for listening into this far. Once again, you can listen to on Spotify, iTunes, as well as some other podcast services. We're still trying to expand out to Spotify. Yeah. But it should be out on SoundCloud. Sorry, not Spotify. SoundCloud and iTunes. Anyway.
Spoofy.
Thanks to our patrons again. And yeah, all right. Later, everybody.
Bye.
bye.
And log in off now.